Hello again. The Labour Party are now floundering, and despite having a large majority in the House of Commons, are having great difficulty getting their legislative agenda through the House. They realise that as things stand, they're likely to be annihilated at the next general election. As usual, the natural response of the Cabinet is to try and pull a fast one. The background to this is that if Jeremy Corbyn starts a new party, about which he's been talking lately, and takes from the Labour Party all the Muslim support, as well as that of the hard left, then what will remain of Labour is a rump, which will be likely to get even fewer votes at the next general election than the Conservatives. Not an enticing prospect for Starmer and his mates. But what about the country's teenagers? Surely all those in the nation's sixth forms and further education colleges are left wing and they'll be likely to vote Labour. So it is that the government have announced that they're going to rush through legislation which will allow 16 and 17-year-olds to vote in parliamentary elections. They can't marry, buy cigarettes, or drive a car, but they'll be able to choose who runs the country. It's not a bad gambit if thoroughly cynical and dishonest, but it's almost certainly likely to backfire. Dharma and his cronies are stuck in the old mind view, which is that sensible and well balanced people vote only for either the Labour Party or the Conservatives. The point is, of all groups in our society, 16 and 17-year-olds are not only the least likely to be sensible and well balanced people, they're also the least likely to behave in this old fashioned way. Anybody who actually knows any teenagers at that age will know that the last thing they're likely to do is vote the same way as their mums and dads. They're far more likely to vote for non-traditional parties on the left or the right. If they're at all left-wing, then they'll be wanting to vote communist or for Jeremy Corbyn. If they're Muslim, they're likely to vote for an explicitly Muslim party. An awful lot too are likely to vote for reform. In Western Europe, as support for the traditional party shrinks, all the other parties get more support from young people. And in Germany, France, and the Netherlands, young people are starting to be increasingly concerned about immigration. And there are signs that the same thing might be happening here too. In other words, although this might seem like a pretty shrewd, if sneaky and underhand move of Starmer's, it is one which may well backfire on him. Let's face it, everything he does seems to have a habit of going wrong, and there's no reason to think that this will be any exception.